welcome back to Mum's Eye View. My name is Katie Snooks. I hope you're all doing well, and today I'm going to be talking about going to university. Specifically my experience and my top tips on how to get through the first few months and the first year. I've just worked out that I graduated 5 years ago now. That's insane. But university is still one of my favourite periods of time to look back on. I've got so many amazing memories from that time in my life, and I think, to be honest, it was probably the time where myself as a person grew and developed the most out of all kind of my teenage and adult years. So I went to University of the Arts in London, my hometown, so I had, I think, quite a different experience from all of my university friends who came from all over the country and all over the world to do that course. So I did photography for my degree, which I just loved. I guess my first tip is make sure that the course you're doing is something that you really love and you're really looking forward to. There's nothing worse than feeling pressure from school teachers or friends or family telling you that you must go to university, even though perhaps it's not something you necessarily want to do, or a course that perhaps you aren't that passionate in. So my first tip is don't do it if you don't want to. Tip 2, try and get to the campus or the city or the site that you're going to university as soon as possible. I know that can be really scary and daunting because for a lot of you it will be the first time you'll have moved out of home, but the sooner you get there, the more you'll get a feel for the place, the more it will feel like home a lot quicker, and the more you'll get to meet people. And that is one of the most important things about starting uni firstly, is it can get lonely. I was so lonely for a couple of weeks into my first year at university because everyone's trying to find their way, you don't really know anyone else, you're trying to latch on to friends and to make friends and to make good impressions on top of work and getting into a new routine. So the earlier you can get in there and make some friends and settle down would be a lot easier. My second tip for those who are moving into halls or into a flat or a shared house is to make your bedroom as homely as possible, as quickly as possible. Even the toughest people can get homesick sometimes, and homesick will come at some point. You'll start missing your home friends and your home family, but the quicker and cozier your university bedroom will be, it will kind of just take the edge off of it. It also means you won't have to worry about still unpacking once your course starts, because that will take up quite a lot of time. And also remember that a lot of people will be in the same situation as you, so know that you can talk to people if you need help, or if you need a helping hand, or you just want to de-stress, or just know that everyone's in the same situation. My third tip is to start getting in the mood for the course early as well. Throughout the summer months, you should have been sent either an email or a letter with a reading list perhaps. I know I did, and my reading list was ridiculous for a photography course. I had like the whole history of photography to read up on. I had loads of like conceptual theory books about art and photography, and I was emailed that, and I bought as many of those books I could. You don't have to buy them all, they are quite expensive and you will learn what you need to learn, but it's good to kind of get a back knowledge of what you'll be learning about. But spend some time over the summer and the weeks leading up to starting university to kind of get into the zone, to prepare yourself what you're going to be learning about. It's such an exciting experience. I absolutely couldn't wait to get into kind of work and lectures. I was like, I don't know, maybe it's like a movie, like an American movie thing, that lectures at university sounds so cool, and it is cool. You get to learn about loads of exciting stuff. So yeah, do your reading, get yourself in the zone for it. I think a lot of people about to start university, especially me, was most nervous about making friends. It is so daunting having to try and meet friends in this new strange place that you're going to be spending an awful lot of time at. Make it one of your missions when you get to university to talk to as many people as you can, to be generally welcoming and friendly. It's really important to like the people that you're going to be living with as well, and to kind of have a nice happy living environment. I never did halls personally, and I'm a little bit gutted about this because all my friends that have done have said it was just incredible, but I have seen a tip that take a doorstop with you. Leave your bedroom door open in the daytime so people feel like they can come past your room and say hi, and you can introduce yourself. It will make you seem a little bit more friendly and a bit more approachable. So yeah, that's a great tip. I think I would have definitely done that if I had been in halls. Don't also feel like the only way you have to meet people is on nights out and at bars. That's not always the best way to meet people. Meet people walking around. The library is an amazing place, even though you have to be quiet. It's an amazing place to meet people. And also the school cafe is always a great conversation starter in the queue. Talking about cafes, learn to cook before you go to university. So important. Firstly, to help you stay within your budget, and two, so that you remain healthy and don't eat pasta and toast every single day. If you have some favourite dishes at home, get a family member to teach you how to make those dishes. I promise you they're probably not as intimidating as they look like they'll be to cook. When I was at university, I had a list of meals that I knew I could make. I had that list. So when I was doing the weekly food shop, I would look at my list, pick up what meals I was going to make that week, and only bought those ingredients, plus perhaps a few extra treats along the way. But that really helped to keep me on budget personally when I was doing the food shop, and from memory I spent around £13 to £15 on food per week because I pretty much cooked everything. That doesn't include the weekends though for me, because I went back to my parents' house every weekend because I had a part-time shop job at that point as well, so I could afford little luxuries every now and then. Tip 6. Definitely avoid getting into bad habits early. When you go to university, you are your own person. You have no one telling you what to do, and if you miss a lecture, they're not going to write home and tell you off about it. So it takes a lot of motivation and willpower and strength to get out of bed those mornings and to go to your lectures, but do it straight away. Start as you mean to go on at university, go to all your lessons, and do all your coursework. It will be so much harder to catch up on. Tip 7. My final tip would be to enjoy it as much as you can. University is an amazing experience, and you will learn so many life lessons along the way, from how to budget, all about your degree and what you're going to be learning, how to deal with people and situations, and how to run a home. There's so much that you'll learn from going to university. Also remember that third year and second year will most likely be a lot tougher, so use year one to get to grips with everything, make good friends and enjoy yourself. Take advantage of everything you've got at your fingertips, all the books in your library, all the lecturers and professors that you're going to be able to talk to who are so skilled in that subject that you're going to specialise in. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been helpful to some of you. I'd love to know your kind of going to university tips as well. Be sure to subscribe to Mum's Eye View, and I'll see you soon.